Hello everyone, we have a PVT here on Akilon Waste. In the bottom right corner we have TheJewls as the green Terran. And in the top left corner we have Keeyul as the blue Protoss. What are you hoping for this game?
I'm hoping to see. I'm eating. I'm hoping to
Yeah,
see a lot of macro in this game from both players. Um, so far, for a majority of the tournament, what we've been seeing is a lot of very early kind of pressure type games that turned into, hey, let's try to turtle. So I'm kind of hoping in this game we get a little bit more aggression and a little bit more macro.
no, I do want to see the same thing. I'm hoping for a Stargate opener though, as I believe I've said in every PVT that we've seen. I would just love a proxied Oracle, but even not proxy, just an Oracle into an expansion. Just, it's so strong.
That would be nice to see. I feel like a lot of the players are still kind of. I've got food in my mouth. I'm a dick, but.
And so attractive.
I feel like a lot of players are still kind of in the Wings of Liberty habit.
Yeah, I feel you there too.
Where they're not really comfortable using the new units that are out, so they're just kind of ignoring their existence. Kind of like when I used to ignore the fact that Infestors existed in Wings of Liberty. They're really limiting what they can do in-game. You know, they're kind of playing the race with one hand tied behind their back, especially if you're not using those Oracles early in the game as Protoss. They get you so far ahead.
Yeah, they really do. I've had Oracles just straight up win a game. I've seen it many times in professional games too. I believe even at MLG, 3 Oracles won MC a few games against Bomber, if I'm not wrong. It was some pretty nice games. But anyway, back to what we have at hand. Pretty standard opener from the Protoss and pretty standard opener from the Terran. He has a
Yeah.
gas, but, you know, still pretty standard. It's extreme standard just be like one Rax gas is expanded, but he wants to put on some pressure in some way with that gas.
And that probe did get inside the base. Did he see the gas?
Oh yeah, he did. He
He
sees
did
3
see
guys
the
on it.
gas, so
See if he sees the other barracks over there, if he gets sniped first.
I think he's
Looks like
not.
he's gonna die.
Oh, he didn't make it. He gone.
Yeah, I would like to see a Mothership Core though, and an Oracle. Kind of do a little bit of harass with it. Maybe a Stalker pushing up the front too or something. But taking an expansion behind it. Anything that just take an expansion, eventually get to Colossi, some Storm. On the other side, I want to see anything that takes an expansion, leads up to, you know, some Ghost and Viking play. Anything that leads to a nice macro game, but with just 3 barracks, we could see a lot of early pressure actually coming on. A quick stim timing, maybe. That's what the gas is for. Maybe a reactor. Yep, right there, reactor. Ooh, or a +1. Maybe a stim +1 hit. That could be pretty deadly if he tries to expand behind it, but Protoss tries to get a few gateways up. Might not do that much with the force field.
Yeah, I mean this has been the pretty standard opening today for Terran, is that that 3 racks, and the players we've been seeing have been doing this pretty much in every matchup, except I don't think we saw it TBT today, but in TBP and TBZ we've been seeing this 3 racks opening from a lot of players with no expansion really going behind it.
I'm not sure if that's just because we're casting lower level people, but is that become kind of like a good opener? Is 3 racks to do like a lot of pressure early on and expand later? Or is this just something, because I can't just assume that this is just everyone not knowing what they're doing but doing the same exact thing. Like this has to be some sort of actual build that people are doing. I've never actually seen it done against me though, where you get this many Marines and stim and +1 so early.
I mean, I haven't really been seeing this either on the ladder, so I'm thinking the players are just, because they're in a tournament, they are playing for good prizes. They're trying to turtle a little bit and build up an army so that they can try to get that easy win.
Nice time work.
Very nice indeed. These Stalkers are going to get a couple kills before they pull back down the ramp. Is he going to lose one?
Mothership
look at that.
down. And a Stalker.
And the Stalker did go down. They did get a couple good kills off, though. I don't really know if that was cost effective. I think they killed 2 or... Let's pull up the units lost tab.
No.
So
4 units killed. And 5 now. It's not worth it to lose a Mothership Core and a Stalker. If you can't micro that well, just leave, because that stuff is way too worth it. And as I said, though, he is going for an expansion, but as soon as the pressure is done, the Terran takes an expansion right away as well. He's got a Forge coming up, though, for some nice early upgrades. I'm not sure if he's kind of scared too, though. Might put up some cannons. He has a pylon going up the back of the mineral line now, so that he can put up those cannons just in case a drop comes or anything. But good for him. He needs to get that mothership core back up immediately and start getting some sentry pumping, which he is as well. So,
I'd
which
also
is
like to note
perfect.
that a good thing that our Protoss player did right here was immediately after he started putting on that pressure, he did drop that Nexus at the natural expansion, and he did start expanding and start saturating that mineral line as quickly as he could. So that was a really smart move, but I don't know if it was really worth losing both Stalkers. He should have tried to maintain those Stalkers. He should have tried to keep them.
Yes, he definitely should have. But I do believe that the pressure at the front did do some good that he doesn't know about because his +1, the Terran's +1, I should say, is very, very delayed. He wanted to do this stim +1 timing, but now he still has 100 seconds on +1 and stim is done. So he's either going to do a weak timing push or he's going to have to wait a lot longer to do his timing push. And at that point, Protoss will have enough that he should be able to hold it.
Do-do-do. All right, we are seeing gas going down at the natural, and we are seeing the Protoss start to warp in some units.
Standard Protoss play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Getting a few observers out, trying to get this vision everywhere. I do think that even though he doesn't have a Robo Bay yet, it's almost done. He should have been pumping maybe a Mortal or two because he is really low on units. But lucky for him, he's not getting attacked. He's just getting his upgrades flowing. He needs to get that Twilight Council down soon so we can keep the upgrades going. He needs to get the
Yeah.
Colossi pumping, and ooh, supply blocked.
Oh, ouch. I do think you need to let me know on your opinion of this, but I think it'd be a good idea for him to get maybe another sentry or two because that ramp looks like it'd be very hard to force field off.
Oh yeah, he
And
definitely needs to, but he's kind of gas starved right now. Like he can't even get the extended thermal lance upgrade, which he really needs to. So, personally, right now, I would cancel that Robo, or that Colossi, I should say, and I would have started the thermal lance earlier, since he was a supply blocked and right as the supply depots or the pylons finished, I should say. He had enough gas again to build the Colossi. So just a little thing here and there, but he's just totally neglecting it in general. And I do have to say that actually isn't terrible. Now that you have the time warp, you can actually slow the Marines down so they can't really stim up and snipe your Colossi, so you don't exactly need the range upgrade as fast anymore.
okay.
He does have 4 in gas though, natural. That kills.
And
yeah.
also we're seeing full saturation on both bases. We've got is that 2 more warp gates on the way and another Colossi. So I think our Protoss player is going to be in really good shape once that second Colossi gets out if he can finish extended thermal lance in time.
I would like to see a charge upgrade or the continuation of his ground attack, either one. But he needs to get something done from that Twilight Council or it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, unless he's planning to maybe drop a Dark Shrine and grab some DTs, it was kind of a moot point to get it and not use it, to get Blink or Charge at least.
He is finally getting +2 armor, so that makes it kind of worth it, but he really needs to get that charge. He has the money. 2 Colossi is actually, it's pretty decent. You need to get charged, though, instead of using that gas for a 3rd Colossi or anything.
Now, as a Protoss player, would you prefer to have, against Terran, would you prefer to have Blink or Charge?
Oh, charge. Blink is worthless until Vikings are in play. I would give it
Okay,
there's 1, but that's not in play. I'm talking like when there's like 6 or 8 coming out, you need to blink under them and snipe them and then get away. But until then, you need charge for those. Because the Zealots are the main focal point of your army. Like in PvZ, the main focal point would be Stalkers. But in this, you need the Zealots, so you need to get the charge to get rid of the space so they can't kite you forever.
Okay, we do have that Terran army moving across the map right now. He's at the bottom of the ramp. I don't know, is this observer going to see this in time? Yep, there we go.
10 seconds though until his +1 armor finishes, so it's a pretty decent timing. It finishes right now. Nice force field though, but he just demolished everything.
There's a little gap on that force field.
Nice warping, nice Colossi micro. Trying to get a 3rd up, but he sees that and it's not going to happen. All that one tank is just scaring all of those zealots away. I don't think that. I think he should be pushing down there still, though. Or cancel. Alright, good. He canceled the third at least. Charge is almost done. +2 armor is almost done. +1 attack still is a while to go, but I mean, his army right now is strong. It's just this, he can kite them forever.
Yeah, I think our Protoss is in a really bad shape, especially now that Colossus is down. I really don't think there's much you can do at this point. Expecting to see the GG here pretty soon.
Yeah, that was a valiant fight. He's still trying to get some zealots, and with the charge, I mean, he can do some damage. He has a +2 armor, he can soak up a lot, but I mean, I don't see a way of coming back from this with a giant army in your main, and no more even Robo anymore. A tank sitting at your natural ramp just because it can.
And another one coming over to do it too. I'm gonna laugh if that tank sieges behind the other tank. Nope, he just kind of hangs out.
No, that's where the rally is. That's where the rally was.
Yep, a note for TheJewls. Don't leave your units at the rally when you're in position like this to win. Just move them up in.
F2, right?
Yep. That F2 key is probably one of the most overlooked keys in the game right now. F2 selects your whole army, and then Control F1 selects all of your idle probes. So make sure you're using those. That was a good game by both players. Protoss could have pumped out a few more units, I think. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if he got a few more sentries early game, he would have had enough energy, and if he just had a little bit more awareness with that observer out in front of his base a little bit further, he could have noticed the army was there. And even if he had a big enough army to fight it, there was no massive units in the army from Terran. There's no Thors, so nothing could have broken those force fields. So if he had enough energy, he could basically forever hold that ramp until he got like 4 or 5 Colossi up, got range up, got charge up. He had +2/2 on the way. He would have been able to hold that pretty easily if he just had maybe another like minute and a half to build up, and those sentries would have easily given that to him.
Yep. Good game by both players. We'll go ahead and move into our next game. Stay tuned.